Maestro music.
The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O, the R, the K. Look yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, are you giving 120% every day? Every play? Give me 120 and don't give me nothing at all. The guy you competing against, you haven't outworked him. You've not outworked the person next to you. You've not out-hustled them. You've not out-grind them. You've not outdone them. You're not locked in. Bring all your passion. Bring heart. Every single game, every single play. Put forth 120% or don't ask nobody to do nothing to it. The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday morning. We are up. We're at it. We're back at you guys. We're doing our thing, man. We're up here. Going to look at these markets today. Going to get into some news. Going to look at some of these charts. Going to talk about some cryptocurrency stuff that's going on. Going to look at the whole environment as a whole. So, yo, we are up. We're at it. We're getting ready to do what we got to do. Just get you guys ready for the day, man. Get you guys ready for the trading day. So, man, thank you guys for joining this morning. We are definitely getting ready to get into this market, you know. So, yo, I hope everybody had a great weekend. I hope everybody enjoyed the Ethereum all-time high. Obviously, we had to come back down a little bit from that. As markets happen, as things move on, as things happen, that's how it works, right? You know, you hit that all-time high, you pull back a little bit from people taking profit, and you get ready to make that next move to the upside, right? So, yo, that's where we're at right now. But yo, like where the markets are opening up on Monday, like what it looks like, and we're up, we're at it, we're doing our thing, and we're gonna get moving here. Good morning, Junior. Good morning, John. How are you, man? John Foster, good morning. Smash that like button, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. I hope everybody is ready to do this morning, man. You guys got me for about an hour. We can talk about a little bit of everything going on and see where we're at, man. Curtis, good morning to you, my brother. Good morning. I hope you up. I hope you had it this morning. Hope you enjoyed that ETH all-time high, baby. And like I said, the markets are just pulling back a little bit after a nice little run up from Powell's speech at Jackson Hole. Looks like September rate cuts are going to be a thing. So, you know, hey, we're in a good position. We're in a good spot. No big problems, right? And that's kind of what we're anticipating, right? Is a little bit of a run up, a little bit of a pullback, no big issues. Now we got to get through some resistance levels, and we got to get through some reporting that NVIDIA's got coming out on Wednesday for AI. You know, the AI sector over there in NVIDIA got, you know, the Trump administration wanting to take a stake in Intel. And all of this stuff has got to kind of shake itself out. And that's kind of where we've been for the last couple months, as we've just been kind of shaking things out and seeing where everything lands, right? And, you know, it's when you shake things out and see where everything lands, you know, there's going to be some ups and there's going to be some downs and there's going to be some around the corners and some euphoria and some pullback, and you know, it is what it is. And beautiful opportunities, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Curtis said he's waiting for it. Everybody's waiting for it, man. We're all waiting for it, Curtis. It's coming though. You know, everybody's getting a little discouraged right now, a little bit. I was on vacation this weekend, and then I was reading a little bit of X and you know, keeping up on the news. the best I could on vacation and still enjoying myself, you know, because we got to touch some grass every once in a while. And people were getting discouraged a little bit. And you know, you gotta be a vet in this thing, right? You got to keep yourself 10 toes down, and you got to be able to know that when you go on a run like you've been on, there's going to be some pullback, and you got to be able to ride that run and ride that pullback, and just know your price points and ride this thing out, man. Because at the end of the day, you're going to get rewarded. The people that ride this thing out will be the people that get rewarded. The Junior had a good run. Good run on okay, you had a good run on Saturday? Okay. Hit that like button, y'all. Y'all hit that like button. Hit that share button too, man. Y'all hit that share button, man. And share this thing out. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get into it, man. We got the Asian markets over here. They look green. They look good, man. They look really, really good. They traded really good last night. Oh crap! Hit the wrong button. Hit the wrong button, y'all. We'll be back at it. Hold on. Holding. Oh, it's Monday, man. Got to get my fingers working. Got to get everything moving this morning. But we got the EU markets right now. They're not trading so hot, but it's not terrible. It's not terrible. And then we have the United States markets over here. Looks like we're going to be all in red to start the morning. To start the Monday morning, looks like we're going to be all in red, which is all right. Well, yo, what's up, Selmo? How didn't no no short is up. All right, hold on. Let me get back into this chat real quick. Red week. You think Red Week's coming, Scottish? Could be. I think we priced in. The rate cut for September. I think that was the big deal, and then I think we priced that in. Now I think we're just kind of like pulling back a little bit and just kind of settling in, waiting for these earning calls to come. All right, waiting for these earning calls to come in. I think we got NVIDIA coming on Wednesday, which is going to be a big one. And everybody's kind of flipping out about the whole Trump and Intel situation where the United States is going to take 10%. But I think that'll cure itself today. You didn't know it was going to go this low, Selmo? I didn't think it was going to go this low either. But a pullback, I think we all knew kind of after ETH set the all-time high that it was going to pull back a little bit. I think that was kind of, it's always a given after an all-time high, but I didn't think that we were going to get it this, I didn't think that it was going to pull back this far, but it's okay. I think that when the stock market opens on Monday, which is today, here in a couple hours, I think that the ETFs will start to move in a positive direction, which will bring the market up. My man Ken is in the building. What's going on, dog? Yeah, smash that like button, y'all. But I think we'll move in a positive direction as the ETFs start to open up. I think the stock market will actually turn around today, and it'll actually go green. I think there's a lot of positive sentiment out there. I think as the day moves on, you'll see the stock market go green, which in turn I believe that you'll see the cryptocurrency market start to turn around a little bit as well. So think there's a lot going on. So I think we're good though. Everything's been on a hot run, and a little cool off period here and there, as long as we don't cool off way low. But a lot of longs had to get wrecked, and they got wrecked last night. Basically, a lot of the long positions got wrecked. The lizard people came in, and they came in and sucked the long positions out. So that's why I'm pretty confident that throughout the week we may see some upside because they had to come down. They had to wreck a lot of the Bitcoin longs and the Ethereum longs. So they had to bring the market down. They had to bring the market down. Yeah, you see it too. You see it too, Curtis. Yeah, when you get the when you get so many longs built up in a certain position, the lizard people, they start getting the tongue out, they start sucking their eyeballs, they start doing all that, man, and they got to drop the price, they got to go down and wreck them, they got to suck that liquidity out of the market. It's kind of one of them things. It's part of the game now, right? It's a little different in crypto now that you have these market makers and you have all this liquidity built up in there. They're gonna come in and take it. So when you start to see that, you can start to see, you can start to anticipate a downward movement or upward movement because of that liquidity level. And that's kind of what we've seen today, what we've seen over the weekend. And that's what they did. They came down, they dropped the market, they sucked the longs out. Now we should be in a position to kind of make a positive move to the upside, because you got the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index sitting over here at 50, right? Sitting in neutral. 50 is not bad. 50 is not bad. Heat, what's going on? Good morning, my brother. How are you? 50 is not bad. When you see altcoin season sitting at 46 out of 100, we're a little bit higher than where we were on Friday, when it came to altcoin season. So, we're starting to gain some ground into this altcoin season. The market cap sitting at 3.87 trillion right now. We want to see this thing above 4 trill, right? And we struggled to get there. We got there right here. We're at that $4 trillion mark, and we've struggled ever since then. So we got to get above 4 trillion, and we got to we got to start setting some positive price levels above 4 trillion. So yeah, my man, how you doing, brother? How was your weekend? I was on vacation this weekend, so I was just kind of peeking at the market, right? But we did what we did, right? We did what we did. But this right here, 4 trillion is the key. We got to get to that 4 trillion, and then we got to set some positive, some positive support above that 4 trillion, and start to make that move to that 4.5 that we're all been looking for, right? We all been looking for this $4.5 trillion market cap right here. And that's what's really going to send these altcoins into the atmosphere, I think. But I think we got to get there. And we were almost there. We touched it, man. We touched it right here. We touched this 4 trillion. And man, the market just wasn't ready for it. The market just wasn't ready for it. But you look at the ETF volume on Friday, you're looking at $314 million coming into the market of positive inflows. And you look at where most of that money's going, it's going in Ethereum, right? So on Friday, when we started streaming Friday morning, we looked at it and we said the Bitcoin dominance was right around 58. And we kept saying this thing's got to drop. It's got to drop. It's got to come down. My key level is 55. Some people are 56. Some people, say we are right where we need to be. I think 55 is that number, right? Where we can really start to see this thing get above 4 trillion and really start to make a move. But look at the Ethereum dominance sitting at 14.4%, continues to move to the upside. Well, like Friday when we streamed, this thing was at 13%, right? So we gained about another percent here, which is absolutely humongous. Absolutely humongous. Everybody's saying hi to each other. So yeah, as this Ethereum dominance continues to tick to the upside, you're not seeing anything right now, but more and more of an altcoin season start to take off. It's just going to take us a minute to get there. Got to be patient, man. Your patience will pay off, right? Just have to be patient. And we got about $1 trillion right now in longs and shorts that need to be liquidated, right? So that's a lot of money sitting out there in these markets for longs and shorts. Is about $1 trillion. So you have to let these market makers play this game of coming down, liquidating the longs, going back up, and liquidating the shorts, and putting this thing on rinse and repeat, because that's exactly what's happening right now. So again, there's still another $1 trillion out here that's got to be taken care of by these market makers. We may not like it, right? Because these institutions with these market makers are manipulating the market. We may not like it, but it's not a matter of whether we like it or don't like it. It's really a matter of this is the game that's being played right now, and you have to play the game. You have to know what game you're playing, and this is the game, right? So, no, not gonna get too high, not gonna get too low about it. Gonna ride this thing out, right? So we'll go ahead and look at some of this cryptocurrency, baby. This cryptocurrency price action right here. Boy, what a rough day, right? Just what a rough day. After that big run, the day just looked just doesn't look that great, and neither does the hour, right? So let's not play around and act like it looks better than what it does. It just doesn't. But I do think that we will turn around as the day moves on. I think that we're going to be just fine. I think that we just have to just see where this market opens up at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time today, and see where these ETFs take us, right? Because this market's going to run how Bitcoin and Ethereum run. If Bitcoin and Ethereum start to move to the upside, the rest of this market will move to the upside. So, just gotta see. But boy, Bitcoin took a beating. Over the weekend, sitting at 111,000 right now. Getting ready, looks like it wants to drop to 110. Boy, it's still getting beat up a little bit. But I don't think that that's necessarily a terrible thing, right? But Ethereum sitting at 4,500 after it almost tipped its all-time high. CME. Yeah, that's what I was. When we look at the chart, we'll look. That's what we're going to talk about. That, Curtis, the gaps that need to be filled, right? So these things took a huge, especially Ethereum, took a huge run up, right? It didn't really set a lot of support and resistance levels on the way up to its all-time high. And when we get in here and we'll look at Ethereum, you'll see that Ethereum did exactly what it was supposed to do. Let me pull the ETH chart up here. Ethereum did exactly what it was supposed to do. It ran up to an all-time high, right? And then it came right back down into its moving averages to start setting up some support from that run up, right? So you have this nasty run up right here. We're on a 4-hour chart, right? So you look at this big run up right here over its all-time high. This line right here is Ethereum's old all-time high, right? So you had this run up right here. It started to break above its all-time high, set a new all-time high. You're going to usually come down halfway between this level right here, right? And it's exactly where it is, halfway, right back down into its moving averages, and it's going to start to set a support level right there. All right, and that's exactly what it's doing, and it's going to start to set up for its next move to the upside, right? It's oversold right now. I mean, it's overbought right now. According to these indicators, the RSI and the indicators, it's oversold right now. I mean, overbought. I keep saying oversold. It's overbought right now. So you got to let this thing cool off a little bit. Set its support level right here, right around 45, and then make the move to the upside after that all-time high. We got to fill that. Curtis calls it a CMA gap. I call it a fair market value gap, right? Because when it comes to a fair market value, you're looking right here, right? You have to fill this gap up, and that's just what it's doing. That's it. Nothing special, right? It's doing exactly what we thought it was going to do. It's doing exactly what you could anticipated it was going to do once it broke through the all-time high. The one that's taking a beating is Bitcoin. When we look at Bitcoin is absolutely just getting pounded right now. But when we look at it, we look at BTC. We've been looking at these boxes for months, right? Here was a very, very strong support level right here inside of this box, right? It fell out of this box, right? And I said to you guys, if it falls out of this box, if it falls out of this zone right here, that we have the ability to come down into this zone right here. And this is kind of where we are inside of trading inside of this secondary zone right here. inside of this secondary zone, we could see Bitcoin drop down to 108. Like, will it? I don't think so. It could though. That's the bottom side of this box. So, but it definitely is coming back. It's coming back here to its support level right here. But look at this run up right here. It had this nasty run up right here, boy. It flew, right? All-time highs and beyond, right? Came back down here into this support zone right here. Couldn't hold it. And now we're coming back down into this secondary support zone right here. And this is kind of what we're talking about filling in. Here's your halfway point right here. Had this nasty run up from here to here. Your halfway point's right about here. Couldn't hold it. It tried, but now it's coming back down. So we'll see. It's in the box now. It's in the zone now. Let's see if it can bounce out of this secondary zone and make the move back up here to its support level up here, which is right around 116. Right? We probably won't get there today. But over the next couple of days, if we can make a positive move, we can definitely get back up there. Yeah, Grayscale filed an S1 for AVAX. AVAX ETF. Grayscale filed an S1 for XRP ETF. So Grayscale's putting themselves out there. So, but I do like the AVAX filing, the S1 filing for AVAX. I do like that. Grayscale kind of did its thing. Grayscale's kind of got a Dogecoin one sitting out there as well, and S1. But I do like them guys with the AVAX one, because I think AVAX kind of a project rolling under the radar right now, underperforming a little bit with the rest of the market, rolling under the radar right now, but definitely putting in work in the RWA space and putting in work in the gaming space. Look, as we talk, right, the hourly bubbles here are starting to turn around just a little bit here. They're not absolutely bleeding red, but they're starting to turn around a little bit. They're starting to gain some ground. So it's all about where we're finding them new supports for these projects right now, and where we're finding that support for these new levels that these guys are at, right? So definitely starting to turn around just a little bit here. So got kind of like where we're at, but I do like that AVAX filing, Scottish. I like the XRP filing from Grayscale as well. You notice who didn't file for XRP ETF yet was BlackRock and Fidelity. Don't know why, but they neither one of them have actually filed, which is interesting to me. Very, very interesting. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe they come in and swoop at the last minute and take care of that. But yeah, Bitcoin's it's look. I said for a while now that it definitely could come back down here in this secondary zone, and that's where it is. And I don't know. I'm just not worried about it. I think we're gonna have a decent run at this thing. But here's the key: your total two market cap here, right here. You can see the top line there. It's about $1.6 trillion right here. Is where all of this resistance starts to come in at this total two. You can't break that 1.6 right now. So we got to make a move back up to above 1.6 and mint some candles above 1.6, right? You can't just wick up there and come back down. That doesn't do anything for the market. You gotta put some teeth behind it. And I'm telling you, this thing's setting up. You got your Ethereum dominance coming up. You got your total two trying to get above $1.6 trillion on this total two market cap, and get above that resistance level. It comes up and it just keeps getting beat down, but we just got to make a run above there, and I think we're going to be all right. I think we're going to be all right. I know everybody's looking at it going, damn, that's a big price move down. But it was the weekend, and the news wasn't extremely bullish, right? It wasn't extremely bullish, but I think we did all right. You got Ondo back under $1 after it was rolling above $1 for a couple of days. So definitely a big pullback there as well. Where's my boy right here? SPX. So we talked a lot about SPX 6900. Scottish had his price level right around $1.21 to get back in and look at accumulating there. You may hit there, you may get there to be able to get back in. So I think SPX 6900, all the meme coins right now, the big market meme coins, we talked about this on Friday. They're all in trouble. They're all in trouble. They're it's just not meme coin season right now. SPX 6900 is sitting here, continues to fall. Bonk itself continues to fall as well. So you look at some of the two of the bigger ones, right? And they just can't hang on. They just can't hang on. And it's just because it's not their time yet, right? We got to get this. We got to get this altcoin season moving, and we got to get this Ethereum dominance up before these meme coins really start to run. Again, you even look at Popcat. Look at where Popcat is down here to 26 cents. This thing has fallen. You know what I mean? It's just. But the thing about it is there's nothing that's there's no reason to think that these tokens won't run. It's just you're just not in meme coin season. You look at WIF 2 down to 81 cents. I mean, we're looking at them all. They all have these red candles on them, right? They all are sitting here with these big red candles. Pepe lost its 0, and then ended up coming back and grabbing it back, which is good. I did swoop up some at 509.99, just like I told you guys I would. But it ended up getting that 0 back and doing okay. So I like where Pepe is sitting here. It came right down here. It hit this support line right here, and bounced right off it. You can see it bounce right off of it, and starting to make some moves, trying to make some moves to the upside. Pepe is, but it's a struggle for meme coins right now, and I wouldn't be dumping a lot of money into the meme coin sector right now. Even the big ones, right? Like SPX, Pepe, Popcat, Bonk, WIF, all of them. It's not their time, right? This is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, XLM, Ondo, the BNB. This is all their time that's getting ready to happen right now. And that's where the money is flowing right now. And Airdrome Finance, it's where the money's flowing right now. So follow the money. Yeah, you can front run it to a point. We're going to have to rotate at some point, but we're nowhere near that rotation level yet. In my opinion, we're just nowhere near that rotation level. So, I mean, if you're dipping your toe in some of these memes or you're holding them from the bear market, that's a great situation. But I wouldn't be going in at these things right now and saying, my portfolio is going to be the majority of these meme coins right now, because, you're going to be waiting. Unless you're willing to hold that bag for a while, you're going to be waiting. Just because until this happens, that ain't going to happen. Until this bull market takes off, that's not going to happen. You got Airdrome Finance sitting over here at $1.32 right now. Hitting some resistance like everybody else. It's no surprise. It's no surprise. I mean, we're sitting over here, we're hitting these resistance levels. But Airdrome's just fine. You're looking at 133 right now, $1.33. Holds the majority of the base ecosystem right now. So I definitely love this project. You guys know I love this project. I don't really talk a lot about particular projects, but I do about Aerodrome just because Aerodrome SPX 6900, Bonk with, XRP, XLM, just because I think that the upside is so big, so big for these guys. But you got XLM, we got to extend this channel out, but it's dropped out of this channel right here. It's sitting at 39 cents right now, just out of the channel. This channel starts at about 40 cents. It goes up to about 45 cents is where this channel sits, but it's definitely dropped out of there. So I think right now, if you can see this thing turn around, get back up into the moving averages, get back up into this channel, XLM's got a nice run in it. It's got a nice run in it. But so I think we're okay when it comes to price action. I think we're okay. XRP will probably regain its $3 cap today, sitting at $2.93. I think the bulls will step in. They'll bring it back up here to $3. I think it sits at $3. I think that's where it sits. I think that's where it's comfortable. I think that's where most of its support is. I expect the bulls to step in today to bring this thing back up to $3, and we'll see. But hopefully the bulls aren't exhausting themselves just trying to keep it at $3, because that has been a struggle. That has been a struggle for XRP just to maintain that little bit of that $3 level right there. Cardano 85 cents. Oh boy, this thing was at $1 just a week and a half ago, right? So you see the Cardano ecosystem, it came flying up and then started to push back, right? I think we'll see a 10 trillion total market cap. I think we'll see between 8 and 10, Scottish. I think that's where we're headed when this thing really kicks off. I think the total cryptocurrency market cap, just my estimation, right? Don't hit me later on it. But my estimation is I think that we're going to see between an $8 and $10 trillion market cap with all the institutional money that's coming in and just kind of flowing on the sideline over here, just trickling itself in. I think that between 8 and 10 is going to be kind of where we start to see the top of this run. So that's my estimation. So I'm still bullish on the run, right? I'm still bullish on that 8 to 10. And I only say 8 to 10 because we don't know how much institutional money is really going to flow in. And but I don't see us going above 10. 10 trill is a big market cap. I don't see us going above that. I don't think that the institutional investors want to go above that. I think they're going to manipulate it up to 10. Is my thought on that. Chainlink 2450, doing good. Chainlink just keeps moving up this board, sitting at number 11 right now, right behind Cardano. So Chainlink has made some massive moves over this past month when it comes to price action. Massive moves. Curtis, yeah, it does. It shows a CME gap, but it's gonna fill it though. I think when we open up today, you're gonna see the Bitcoin ETFs move to the positive side, which is gonna bring a crap ton of money in, and I think and you can see the CME gap more on the shorter time frames than you can on the longer time frames, but I think you'll see Bitcoin and the Ethereum ETFs really move, really move. And I think there's going to be some positive sentiment coming in. And, I think Bitcoin's going to move to the upside today. 111. I mean, when you look at 111, institutions are going to come in and they're going to look at that price and they're probably going to start scooping. They're probably going to start scooping. In Ethereum at 4,500, I mean, you look at a $500 drop almost, but let's call it a 450 drop from about 5Gs is kind of where rounded up to 5Gs is about the ATH on that. It's about a $500 drop. So people will come in and start to scoop that up. I do think that the XRP bulls will come in and push that up to $3. I think the BNB bulls will come in and try to push this thing. It's at 854 right now. I think they're going to step in and they're going to try their best to push this up to right around that $890 mark. I think the Solana bulls are going to step in and try to push this thing up over the next couple of days to $200. It was there. It was sitting comfortable there before the pullback. So I think that this is going to happen. Cardano's the wild card. It's in at 86 cents right now. Just came up a penny just since we've been talking. Cardano's definitely the wild card right now. Can it get back up to that 90 cents, right? Can it get back up there? Can it make that move? We'll see. When does when he's September at the September Fed, Ken, at the September Fed meeting, and that's when we'll decide. That's when they'll actually decide whether or not we get a rate cut or not. And I think it's pretty much priced in at this point. I think 25 basis points is pretty much priced in. I think that's the best you're going to get is 25 basis points, which is, listen, guys, I'm telling you, 25 basis points. It's more of a victory of no substance, right? 25 basis points doesn't really do much for the markets, but it does a lot for sentiment, right? It does a lot for people's thought process that we're going to go into quantitative easing, and people can price it into the market. Now, is that going to do anything for your interest rates? Is that going to do anything for your car loan? Is that going to do anything for your house loan? Is that going to do anything for your credit card bill? Probably not. Probably not. Yeah, about 3 weeks, Ken, somewhere up in there. So, I think that we're going to see these up and down movements. But I will tell you, if he does give us 25 basis points and he comes out during his press conference and says, hey, look, the jobs reports still aren't looking good, because we're still going to have a jobs report, 2 jobs reports before that meeting, and 2 inflation reports before that meeting as well. So I think if the jobs reports continue to come out and be negative here in the United States, and the inflation we know is kind of ticking to the upside, if them 2 things happen, I think he comes out in his speech and he says, hey, look, the economy is not getting any better. We're going to have to start cutting these rates in order for businesses to start to be able to hire new people, expand their businesses and things like that. So they're going to go to a quantitative easing type of deal. I think if that happens and they can start to price that into the market, you'll see. What's good, Glenn? What's good, brother? Good morning. So I think there's a lot of positive upside in these markets as they start to move into quantitative easing and these interest rates start to get cut and they start to come back down to a reasonable level. I think that there's a lot of positivity there, where we can start to send these markets a little bit. So, I think we're in a good position. I mean, I know everybody is negative about the pullback over the weekend, but I'm not really worried about it. All right, Junior, have a good day, brother. I got to clock in at 8 and do some payroll too. So we'll get into, we'll do our thing here, but I'm not really that worried about it. I think we're in a good spot. I still think that we're going to hit that $8 to $10 trillion market cap, as this thing moves on. You got to remember too, you're going to see a pullback in that December as well. It's just that time. It's tax time. It's tax time. It's Christmas time. It's holiday time, so you got to anticipate these things, right? But yeah, AVAX sitting at 24.20 right now. I think that AVAX is holding up better than what I thought. The one that I think is actually one of the good buys right now that's not performing as well as I thought would be HBAR right now. I think HBAR is really underperforming the market at this point. I think it'll catch up. I think H bar's got a huge upside, and it's gonna make they're gonna make a big run, but actually it's underperforming everything else. So if you're looking to build your bag of H bar, you may want to watch this price sitting here at 23 cents. And if it starts to come down any more than that, probably a good place to start looking. Start looking around. Um, but yeah, see, the hourly's filling in pretty good. We're all green on the hour right now. Started feeling pretty good. Like I said, it's Monday morning. Stock market's gonna open here pretty soon. You got the European markets, and they weren't trading that great when we first started streaming. Let's go ahead and recheck them. They're about the same right now. They're about the same. We'll refresh this just to make sure we have the best data possible. But the Asian market's absolutely blasted off today. But yeah, I mean, we get into the European market's trading about about right where they were when we started. And the American market's still sitting all in red, but you start to see this thing turn around a little bit. So I think we're good. I think we're good here. And we needed to, and you knew that the lizard people were going to come out and wreck them, and wreck all them longs. You know, they had their tongues out there sucking their eyeballs with their wrinkled skin, sitting over there thinking about how can I fuck the small guy, and that's what they did yesterday. And now it's just a recovery time, right? Airdrome 133 coming up. Looking at 134. Looking at 134 right now. So we like that. Like that. Let's see. Is there anything popping off in the news that we need? I know there was one thing that I wanted to show you guys here that we had talked about a while ago, and CZ actually came out and put it down, and said exactly what I've been saying for a while. Is with this stable coins and these stablecoin regulations, right? They've kind of taken out the conversation of these CBDCs, right? Is what they've kind of done. They've kind of taken the conversation and said, now people are starting to look around and going, why do we need CBDCs, right? Illuminati's, yeah, for real, Ken. They are, man. They're running the market, man. They got these market makers out there, man. They're just wrecking everybody, man. But you know, CZ has said what everybody's thinking, right? Like these CBDCs with the stablecoin regulations and people being able to move money across the globe via stablecoins. Why do they need CBDCs, right? And you know, in this has got to be the question that most of the people have to start asking themselves, right? Why would the government put in a CBDC on you when the movement of stablecoins is so easy right now, right? And this is going to be one of the problems that a lot of these blockchains that have that are talking about moving large sums of money around the world are going to face, right? So if you're building your business based on CBDCs, like you have to ask yourself why is it needed, right? And the people should be questioning this stuff. They should be questioning the government. They should be questioning the stuff on that, because, well, we know why they want CBDCs, because they can control what you're spending, right? But do you really want them to control what you're spending? In the Zora Launchpad, guys, we know that Coinbase is on base. We know that Coinbase is like strongly supporting Zora, right? And Brian Armstrong, the CEO, goes out and buys a Zora token, right, from a creator. This is where you can go over here and monetize your content, right? And he goes out and buys one and sends Zora to a new all-time high, right? So they're going to keep pumping this platform. They're going to keep pumping it, pumping it, pumping it. So I don't know. I have a little bit of this, not much, but a little bit of Zora, not much. But it got to its all-time high over the weekend. So Brian Armstrong sending it. Coinbase going to continue to send it over there, being one of the most powerful platforms in the world. They definitely can send whatever they want, when they want, how they want to send it, and that's what they're going to do. And that token might be one to look into, and just see if you can get a good position on it. So Ripple's doing more of their cybercrime investigations and hiring and things like that. So that's good for Ripple. I mean, keeping people safe on the blockchain and rolling out utilities to do that is a good thing. I like where Ripple's at right now as a company. As a company, I like where they are. I think Ripple is setting themselves up to go public, and I think it's going to be one of the biggest probably IPOs for crypto in a while. Ripple, I do believe will do great when it does roll out its IPO. It won't be in 2025, but when it does roll out its IPO, I think it'll do great. I think it's setting itself up. I think they've bought enough companies. I think they put themselves in a good enough situation where I think that IPO will take off. You guys know Gemini, the cryptocurrency exchange Gemini, has filed for an IPO as well. So they'll be going public here pretty soon. I think that's good for Gemini as well. So to be publicly traded. So I do like where they're headed. Hydro Liquid. I wish I could use Hydro Liquid. We can't use it here in the United States. So I don't do VPNs and all that crazy stuff. So but I definitely wish we could use this platform, because this platform gets rave reviews. But yeah, the price rallies, obviously after Arthur Hayes, gets 126x prediction. So, people are out here predicting where the price is going, how it's going to move, what's going to happen, and obviously, people are jumping on that bandwagon as he predicts it to go up 126%. We'll see. Some of these predictions that are out here, I find to be a little bit extreme, a little bit over the top. Get to 20% before you start talking about 126%, right? But yeah, look at the market start to fill in, guys. It's starting to fill in green, starting to fill in very, very, very well today. Obviously, your altcoins are starting to run a little bit this morning. Starting to see Bitcoin start to come dig itself out of this hole a little bit. You start to see Ethereum right now trying to touch 4,600, sitting at 4,594. Trying to touch that 4,600, which is a good move. You got XRP starting to move back up. I think, like I said, I think the bulls are going to step in and start to push this up a little bit. Not crazy today. I don't think it's going to be a crazy run up today. I just think it's going to be absolutely just a maintenance level type of run today. Altcoins, everybody. Yeah, Fairground. Yeah, I think. Good morning, girl. Good morning, good early afternoon to you, Fairground. Yeah, I do. I think altcoins are going to run. I think we're going to have a maintenance run today, though, guys. I don't think we're going to go to the stratosphere today or anything like that. I think we're going to try to recover the dips from over the weekend. I think we're going to try to regain some of them levels, and then we're going to set ourselves up for the week, and we're going to see where the week goes. But yeah, we're definitely in maintenance mode right now, what I call maintenance mode. So we will see. We'll see over the next couple of days if we can maintain and get some of these gains back. Yeah, it's greening up. It's greening. It's greening this morning. You see it on the hour right here. It's great, but we have some makeup trades to get to. Fair ground. You know, Bitcoin sitting at 111 is definitely a slide backwards, and Ethereum setting a new all time high at 5,000 and dipping back to 4,500 is we gotta get back moving, man, to get this market back in the right direction, and it's definitely looking good this morning. So like where we're headed. XLM break above 40 cents yet? Nope. 39.3. I do think we'll get above 40 today. 40 cents today. I think XLM will make that move back up to 40 cents today. I think we're gonna make, like I said earlier, I think we're gonna make a positive move today. I know I was just over the weekend, I was kind of peeping around X, you know, because I was out of town. I was peeping around X, I was peeping around YouTube a little bit when I had the time, and I seen people just like complaining about where the market was, and you know, and today I just was like, you know what, this market's okay, man. I don't know why people are complaining. We're in a good situation. So I don't know why. I don't know why the hysteria, right? You know, so I don't know. A bunch of babies out there, I guess. I don't know. How much for a token review? Glad you gotta hit me up. You gotta hit me up privately on that, dog. But yeah, I think I don't know. Like I just think that we're, you know, like I said, I seen it this weekend. I was like, man, why is everybody crying, man? Chill. Yeah, the market's gonna come back down a little bit, but why all the babies? There's no crying in crypto. You know, come on, man. You gotta ride it up, gotta ride it down, gotta ride it up, ride it down again. But it is what it is, man. But yeah, it looks good. So I don't know. I'm gonna pop off of here this morning. I got some payroll and stuff I gotta take care of. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop off of here this morning, man. I appreciate everybody being here. Appreciate everybody coming to check us out this morning. It's been a great chat. It's been a great look, man. Stay up, stay positive. Market's coming around. Let the stock market open today. Let's see what the ETF volume does. Let's 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Let's see what the market does. Let's see kind of how these ETFs settle in. I think we're going to be just fine. Remember, NVIDIA reports this week as well. Big Watch dude, what's going on, man? See you. Yeah, see you. What's up, Big Watch, man? I hope you had a good weekend, man. Later, Heat, man. Always appreciate you. Always love Heat. Always appreciate you. But yeah, like let the market set up, do what it does, and I think we'll be just fine. NVIDIA is going to have a large impact on how crypto goes too because of the AI sector. So yeah, just hang in there. I guess that's the word of the day, man. Is just hang in there, right? You know, and just don't do anything rash and don't do anything crazy. The market's going to go up. The market's going to go down. You know, just be good with it, right? And know your price levels, know where you want to get in, know where you want to get out, and then just do that. Just do that. Don't worry about what everybody's saying out here or influencers are saying. Just do that, right? After price appreciation. I'm visiting the UK. Okay, I see you. Let's go. I want to visit the UK too. I want to go somewhere where I want to visit somewhere where I can cash my crypto out and don't have to pay taxes on it. So, but yeah, other than that, guys, we up out of here for this morning, man. I appreciate every single one of you guys. We'll be back at you guys on Wednesday. Again, don't forget to go check that TikTok out as well. Put a lot of content over there lately, so go check that out. And we up out of here, and we will start to see you. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. And y'all, appreciate every single one of you guys, and we'll do this again. And keep 10 toes down, y'all. Future millionaires incoming. Keep 10 toes down. Bye.